Hey everybody, and welcome to A Feast on Madness. I am your host, Chef Desmond Deviants, and I am here to show you how I made an awesome Mother's Day t-shirt using the program Kittl. Now, mind you, I'm not sponsored by Kittl. It would be great if I was, but I'm just starting in this journey, and I'm taking you guys along for the ride. Hope you enjoyed the show. Let's do this. So first things first, I'm going to open up the program known as Kittl. Now, Kittl is awesome. Kittl has all these awesome templates that you can legally use and alter so that you can sell t-shirts. Today, we're going to use this template right here. So what I do is I click on it and it opens. Don't mind the mess up top. This is basically everything that I've been working on. Like, we got this one. Of course, Kittl is going to be slow. Oh, same thing template. Got an awesome ugly Christmas t-shirt design. Got the New York Varsity, which is what I just opened. And I'm going to turn this template to this. So I'm just going to click on this one since it's already there. And we're going to show you exactly how I did this. So now, mind you, I am using a Magic Mouse, and this thing is sensitive. And I got big hands, got really big hands here. I had to learn how to do direct to film as soon as possible. Like, my hat is direct to film. It's nice. It feels like it's part of the hat. And the reason being is because I have carpal tunnel and it flares up from time to time. So, I can't, when I start getting, more business and whatnot, cannot sit there and be like, oh, I can't do it. I'm in so much pain. Like, no, I have to find a way to make sure I get those t-shirts and hats out. So now what I do is I use Kittl. Now, mind you, this design here, I use it. It could be used with direct to film or it could be screen printed. I like this design because, it gives me both options. And right now in my Etsy shop, I do have the Mother's Day Love Always t-shirt up and running. And that right now, one of the pictures that's on there is the finished product from direct to film. Today, or maybe later on today, as long as time is, because I got to do a little cleanup in the apartment, I will be screen printing it, and I'll show you the process in the next video. So, with here, we're going to start this, we're going to edit this and get it ready. So what you do is double click, highlight everything, you want to type in mother, off click, and there you go, mother is there. Same thing here. You go double click. Sometimes it's kind of finicky. Highlight everything. Type love always. What I do here is actually make it a little bigger. And I'm waiting for my line to pop up. There we go. There's a line right there. Right, I can't really show it to you because once I let go of the mouse click, it's going to disappear. But that line that's going straight up and down tells you that it's in the center. Because sometimes this option here will not work. Or it will mess it up. Oh, look at that. It actually worked this time. Alright, so now we're going to take this. We're going to put best. Off click. See? This is what I'm talking about. Centered it. Nice. It's working. I guess my Wi-Fi is kind of slow. We're going to put the city she was born in. that's what I know. Off click. Now we're going to put the year that she was born, which was 1953. And I'm sure people, if I put 2053, they're going to be like, what the heck? 53. We're going to put establish, EST. And then we're going to put forever. Well, not like that. I like it this way. Boom. And right there you have yourself a t-shirt ready to go. Now, what you're going to do is you're going to export this. You want to put it down as a JPEG. This is I use JPEG for screen printing. And I use PDF for DTF, direct to film. I gotta say direct to film because DTF has another meaning that's not suitable for kids, and I do want kids to watch this, although their parents should be monitoring my channel because I do use profanity sometimes, and I'm not a big believer in teaching kids how to curse unless they're given permission from their parents. But at the same time, you never know, that society is too sensitive for all that. So alright, so now I'm changing the measurements to 12.5, and it automatically brings both to be 12.5, therefore is a perfect square, as you can see. I'm going to hit remove and optimize. I want to remove this color, and I'm going to export it. Now the export goes into your download folder. Now for you to see what's going on, you can check mock-ups, and the t-shirt will pop up. Sometimes the program doesn't pop, the design don't pop up, so you're gonna have to click on it, resize it to the size you feel that is going to be a best representation of what you're going to screen print or heat press, because that's what DTF is. It's basically, you're basically heat pressing the ink onto the fabric. So there you go. That's basically what it's going to look like. This is a best representation. I have a mock-up on my Etsy along with the finished product of DTF. Later on, I will edit my Etsy and show them the finished product from screen printing. So for you to do that, you basically have this, and then you click download, and of course it'll go to your download folder. Now the reason why I'm doing this t-shirt is because, my mom, she's not here with us. She struggled. She was a single mom. She did her best to raise me. She did her best to be sure I had clothes on my back. She did her best to be sure I had food in my belly, and she definitely did her best to have a roof over our heads. And she struggled for years, and she taught me a lot of things, and I use a lot of things that she taught me to raise my kids. And mind you, I've been through some crazy situations to where, and it sucks that I'm not with all my kids, but I have to choose my sanity over me going back to prison. Yes, I was in prison for doing something stupid, and I came home, and the first thing I wanted to do was make myself a better person. Unfortunately, I am part of the Culinary Institute. Well, I am part of the culinary industry, and that's not really healthy for people's bodies or mentality. It's physically and mentally and emotionally straining. I started having anxiety attacks and everything, so here I am now trying to do t-shirts so I can work for myself, so that my wife can work for herself, so that we can put food and clothing and have a roof for all of our children. So, and like I said, unfortunately, I lost my mother while I was in prison, and this is basically a design that I came up with, because she was the best in my life. And this is her year now. Mind you, I am selling this t-shirt but it doesn't have to be like this. So this t-shirt here, let's say you guys want to order the t-shirt off my Etsy, you just have to let me know what year your mother was born and if you want her year to be put onto the t-shirt. So now that it has been done and I already downloaded this, I'm going to show you how it's going to look. In fact, yeah, I downloaded it. I'm going to show you how you're going to have to edit it on Adobe Illustrator. I'm going to close this out because this is basically me being fast and crazy. I'm going to open up the file. Open. I'm going to look, because you know I didn't title it. I'm going to look for it. There's other t-shirts that I've been designing. This one here is also going to be done. I can actually, again, it's going to be a two process. It could be either DTF or screen printed. Okay, we're going to keep looking for this. Got that. That's another one. That's another one. That's another one. That's basically it. So basically, I'm going to show you this one. I believe it's not completed. So I changed the color, as you can see here, because if this is completely white and you put it on to Adobe Illustrator, if you put it onto Adobe Illustrator and you go to trace it, I'm going to show you how I get rid of the background here. In fact, let's see if there's a background still here. Yes, there's a background there. All right. So when you put it on Adobe Illustrator and this is all white, what happens is, and I can see if I can actually illustrate, well, I can simulate how it's going to look if it's completely all white, because and this is what happens. So now, being that this is how this is, if you move it, keep moving it, all this white is not going to show up. And even if you try to change the color, it's not going to show up. So I go to view, hit source image, I go to mode, hit color. It's going to take its time to get everything nice and fixed up for you to remove the background completely. We're just waiting on that because, you know, computer nowadays. All right. And then we hit expand. And there we go. This shows that it's actually been done properly. Go to off click, click back on, hit shift, click on this one because it's going to show up, hit shift, click on this white, hit delete. And now you have, wait, forgot about that. You got to be careful when you're using these options. So be sure that everything is completely done. You move it over, and as you can see, I'm slide it over a little. There's still some whites in there. So off click, hit this, and what you can do is actually hit same, fill stroke, and now highlighted the other whites that should be gone. Hit delete. Now it's gone. Now we saw that the R's, I don't know why I keep doing that. We saw that the R's are still kind of white. So we zoom in. We're going to hit this white. Off click. Hit this white. Select. Same fill and stroke. Now it looks like it's got everything. Hit delete. Don't catch this white. Same fill and stroke. Delete. Zoom out. And we still got one piece of white that we need to get rid of. It's in the A and the 4. So let's go to the A. We're gonna hit it. Select same fill and stroke. Oh, look at that. There's other colors to it, which is okay because this is actually going to be on a black background or a black t-shirt. And I want all these light colors to be actually black. I want the black to show through. Which I'm not going to go through the process of doing that because when I did this last night, it took me hours. And I want this video to be short. So now we got it all selected and ready to go. Boom. We delete it. We zoom back out. Whoops. And now it's completely done. Now, for us to get rid of the blacks, because again, you want the blacks to show through, you're basically going to go through the same process. And again, it's going to take hours. Let's see what happens if I do this way. Look. I clicked on the L, fill and stroke. See? It's only selecting very minimal, which means there's different shades of black. And that causes a lot of time to go by because here you are trying to be sure that you got this right. See, I'm trying to find a good black area to hit. Let's see right here. That works. I'm gonna hit select. Same. Fill stroke. Looks like it got the rest of it. Boom. Now all that is gone. Now we're going to do this. Select. Same fill and stroke. And see, it's going to be a time-consuming process. But you get the gist of it. So basically, once this is done and you got it going, what happens now is that you can either print it back. You can print it onto a... You save it, PDF or DTF, because that's what I use. Or you save it as a JPEG for screen printing, which is also what I use. Or even PDF, because sometimes the PDF makes it pop more. Once all this is done, you basically want to change the color of it. Change it to black. And that's going to be, you know, something like after you get all the processes done, so you can get the white popping out here so that your black t-shirt is showing. And then you're able to have this printed onto a transparency film. And you're able to bust that screen out, and you're able, you know, you're ready to screen print it. So it is a long process, and I'm not going to bore you guys by showing it, but you guys now get the gist of everything. I hope you guys liked, you know, this little small video that I'm doing today. If you did, hit that subscribe button, like it with the thumbs up. Again, welcome to the madness. Thank you for tuning in. Hope to see y'all once again. Later.